Welcome to Threads of Hope. I'm your host, Jason, and today we're going to talk about something very important: domestic violence. Domestic violence is not a headline, a statistic, or something that only matters when it reaches the news. It is a reality happening behind closed doors every single day, often beginning with control, manipulation, and fear long before bruises ever appear. And for many survivors, the most dangerous moment is when they try to leave. Tennessee. Tennessee will now become the first state in the nation to launch a public domestic violence offender registry under Savannah's Law, taking effect January 1st, 2026, and applying to individuals convicted of domestic violence offenses at least twice. A step supporters believe could help prevent future violence by making repeat abusers easier to identify. But this law came only after a devastating tragedy. The registry is named after Savannah Puckett, a 22-year-old Robertson County Sheriff's deputy in Tennessee who was found shot to death inside her burning home in 2022, killed by her ex boyfriend James Jackson Kahn, who later pleaded guilty to first degree premeditated murder and is now serving life in prison. It wasn't until after her death that investigators uncovered a history of domestic violence and stalking on his record. As Verna Wyatt with Tennessee Voices for Victims stated, Tennessee ranks number 4 in states where men kill their women, making it clear that it is not a series of isolated incidents but a full blown domestic violence epidemic. Yet, survivors are still ignored, minimized, or told to just leave, as if leaving doesn't often carry the highest risk of being killed. While there is deep grief for the officer who was murdered, we should not have to wait until a police officer, a public figure, or someone in position of power suffers or loses their life before we enact laws, take action, or demand change, because every victim's life holds the same value regardless of badge, title, or social status. And justice should never depend on visibility or authority. All states need to enact this law and create a domestic violence offender registry. And we must stand up for all victims and survivors, not just those in power, because change should happen before lives are lost, not after. We cannot continue picking and choosing when to act only once tragedy forces our hand. It is time that we stand and make a change. Everybody needs to do their part. Whether you're in Pennsylvania, that's where I'm at, or you're in a different state, go out there, form a group, form a group, get a hold of your state reps and demand, because change needs to happen. Too many people are losing their lives from domestic violence, and not enough is being done. Not enough is being done. Let's just be honest. We all know it is a flawed and failed system. We must protect the victims, the survivors, and make sure the public is aware of these domestic violence. incidents. We must spread awareness. We must make a change. In order to change the country, we must start from the ground and work our way up. Make a change in your city. Make a change in your county. Make a change in your state. And then we can make a change in the country. This is Jason with Threads of Hope, and thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and God bless.